bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Parliamentarians are expected to continue debate next month on the stem cell research and therapy bill. Tonight, a church leader is giving his take on the issue and is calling on the church to become more aware of what stem cell therapy is all about. While the controversial stem cell research debate takes shape in Parliament, pastor of Agape House, Apostle Anthony Grant, has joined in on that discussion. He says there are 4 types of stem cell therapy, but shares which one he is strongly against.
Embryonic stem cell research violates the sanctity of life, and we need to protect the right and status of the embryo of the human life. Human life begins when the sperm cell fertilizes an egg cell and forms a single cell. And any research that creates or treats or destroys the embryo, then it's murder. It's an abortion.
Controversial Lyford Key resident and fashion mogul Peter Nygaard has promised to bring top doctors and researchers to the Bahamas once the proper laws are in place to facilitate stem cell research. While this therapy is believed to provide a number of enormous benefits, Apostle Grant says when it comes to adult stem cell therapy, he believes it must be properly policed.
If we were able to police it properly and we don't have bad scientists or doctors running wild and trying to do their own thing and breaking the law and crossing the lines, if there was a way we could assure that it's going to be adult stem cells, then I wouldn't have a problem with that.
But he says this decision must be approached with caution. He believes it is an issue that the church must examine closely.
I can't see how the church can sit down because the gambling was on a practice that could cause other problems in our society, in our community. But here we're talking about life now, so the church must stand up for life. We have no choice. We didn't invite ourselves to this dance. They did, so we have to be involved.
Despite the threat of rain, the Independence Committee was able to pull off its parade and motorcade in West Grand Bahama on Saturday. It was the second attempt for the event in the West, and organizers say it shaped up to be bigger and better than initially planned. Colorful floats made the trek from the Harbor West Shopping Center into West End, with a float sponsored by the Castaway Hotel leading the way. Committee member Dr. Cecil Thompson says despite the initial setback, spectators and participants were looking forward to the trip to the West, and the committee was able to pull off a successful event.
Today, really, to make sure that the people in West Grand Bahama feel intimately involved with these celebrations.
Now, businessman Churchill Tanner Knowles organized the parade and motorcade. He says he was most impressed with the level of participation from the youth of Grand Bahama in this segment of the celebrations.
What made me feel very, very proud as a Bahamian, because they were the young people, appreciating their independence. The fact that we've been celebrating now for 40 years here in the Bahamas, and we celebrate here in Grand Bahama, I guess, in grand style. I don't think any other island really celebrates as we do here in Grand Bahama. And for the hard workers like Mr. Thompson, Cecil Thompson, who works tirelessly, not only in the independence, but also in One Bahamas and other functions. And he's one to be credited with such a wonderful time here with the float parade.
Now, activities in honor of independence will continue later this month with a grand concert featuring the world-famous T-Connections.